us about the review from the game on Sunday?
We'll do that today, so I haven't done it yet. But
Yeah,
some good conversations post-game. So just we always have those natural conversations after every game, what we thought we did well and what we thought we need to improve on. But I suppose it's just they got us around the ball, the contest, got a lot of inside 50 entries. Loved what DK and Sol were able to do defensively. Thought they were really proactive and had great games, but a few things to work on, but we'll go through that today.
Chris said after the game he thought it was the worst that you guys have played for quite a while. It's pretty rare that he's that sort of frank about the players' performance post-game. How does that sit with you?
No, that's fine. If we do need to improve, we need to be better than that. So I thought we got opportunities going forward, and then we were running over ground balls or missing the handball. Pretty skill-based stuff that we should nail, and that would have given us a lot more opportunities and a lot more inside 50s. So he's obviously very right in saying that. And the good thing about the club, led by Pat, led by Scotty, win, lose or draw, we come in, we're really constant in our approach. We don't get too over the top thinking we're going really well, and we don't get too down on ourselves thinking we're not going very well. We stay pretty constant and positive in our approach.
Does it have a bit more impact when Chris says something like that publicly, just because it so rarely happens?
But I don't think it changes what we do as players week to week. We still work hard out here in the training track. We go through our stuff with the coaches, and I don't think anyone's going to put in any more effort and work harder from what Scotty said then. I think it's just a bit of attention to detail and some of our setups and recognising the opportunities that if we are out is putting that emphasis on making sure you pick up that ground ball and get it to the player, because we can get opportunities from that. So I don't know what the turnover scores were, but it felt like we turned the ball over in poor parts, and Carlton made us pay. To their credit, they were really good at that.
Can you take us inside the huddle? I mean, I was watching the game at three-quarter time. I just knew you guys were going to hit back, and you did. Can you take us inside the huddle, the types of things that Chris says just to get that response? Is it a change in personnel or position, or is it just the fact you've got a bunch of really proud footballers in your team?
Yeah, a bit of both. Yeah, a bit of both. We're really confident. Doesn't matter what margin the game's at, that we can still be in the game, and we've got some good, powerful players that can score quickly if we can get the game on our terms and play the right way. So from a playing point of view, we're really confident no matter what the score is. I was coming in at three-quarter time thinking just a couple of simple changes, little fix-ups, attention to detail, we can get the game back and the momentum back. And I think Scotty's the same with that. He doesn't really bombard us with too many messages. It's more just a couple of simple things on where he sees the game can be won and turned. And then, that we've always said it a lot of times that we really like our forward line, and we're really confident getting into those guys. And I suppose that first centre bounce, we got it forward. There was a contest from Tyson. Jez kicks the goal. And that was 12 seconds into that fourth quarter. So we're confident in our ability to score quick. We just need to get the game back on our terms as quick as we can.
Another huge game coming up as well. Does it? That's 3 in a row at the G. I mean, does it take a little bit more out of you? You're playing in front of huge crowds and against quality opposition. For you personally?
No. It's the opposite. I reckon it gives you energy. It's really exciting. It's very easy to get motivated for these games. Collingwood they're the top team, the top 2, whatever they are. They're flying. So. Love the atmosphere, love the big crowds. Before the Hawks game at the G as well, we were at opening gather round against Adelaide, and that was another one to embrace. So, it's always really exciting. I've been at this for now 14 or so years, and I still really look forward to the big games there. It's very easy to get up for.
Were you aware of Tom Stewart carrying that sort of knee knock and how much pain he was in? I know Chris said post-game was quite a painful one for him, playing through it. Yeah, I was on the bench when I saw that happen. So, he's as tough as they come, Stu. So he's would have been a bit sore for him. But yeah, he's had sort of that
knee injury previous couple of rounds ago. So he'll work through it, but ultimate professional, and he's as tough as they come. So there was no talk of ever subbing Stu out. He was going to play through that, and he's not only talented, he's a very smart footballer. So for the game, he wasn't moving as well as he could have been because he's sore, but he still positioned himself in great spots to help the team.
Are you hopeful you'll get Grime back this week?
Hopeful. I'd love to see him out there. Honestly, unsure how he's tracking with the concussion stuff. That's all with him and the docs and everything. But I think if everything goes to plan, he's available this week. But we'll have to wait and see. But another one with Gry. I think he's having a great season, and he really helps us. So it's still early in the season, so whether we get him back this week or next or whatever it might be. But I think he's ticking boxes so far.
Seems like there's sort of some similarities in the philosophies of the Collingwood and Geelong midfields, a lot of experienced players. And do you think it's any coincidence that both tend generally towards the top of the ladder? I suppose that for me, I look to the coaches and the staff around the place and the leaders we've got. So I assume it's similar with Collingwood. You look at Pendles and what Sidebottom's been able to do and the leaders there. They're obviously confident on field and they build a lot of culture off field. So it's always good. It's really exciting always playing Collingwood. I just think they're two big teams that go at it, and it doesn't really matter where we're on the ladder. I feel like we always have really close, tight games. They're obviously going really well at the moment, and we've had a couple of strong wins this year. So hopefully a big crowd Saturday night and plenty of atmosphere. Have you enjoyed seeing the renaissance that Steele's had, in particular this year? Like him and Scott just continue to get it done despite the advancing years. Yeah,
it's incredible. Yeah, gives me hope, that's for sure. He's unbelievable. So he's a very smart footballer. I played a bit of AFLX with him. He's a good fella. So he's going well, and him and Pendles are just doing their thing, and obviously got some of the young crop coming through that are really good too. So. There's plenty of players on that team that can have real influence in the game, so we'll need to be across all lines, be right on.
I think Steele's spoken about the fact that as the years have gone on, he's just tried to take his professionalism to like a new level almost every year to make sure he can maintain a high level. Are you in a similar boat, or have you always been sort of spot on?
I've tried to always pride myself on being spot on with my approach with footy and ticking all the boxes from a physical point of view to get myself up for games. So that's continued. I'm still really enjoying footy. So if I'm motivated and I'm enjoying footy, it makes it easier out there. Now that I'm 34 and I think Steele's the same age, you find that you need to do more and spend more time at the club prepping your body to get right for games, because you probably take longer to recover and you pull up a little bit worse than what you do as a 20-year-old. So it's all part of it, and as I mentioned, I'm still really enjoying it and motivated that I'm finding the little things to get myself up for games are still easy.
So Jack Chris going to break Jim Stein's record for consecutive games, 244 he gets to. In the same period, you played 238. So you're right up there with Jack in terms of games played during the period. Can you imagine what it's been like for him to get up for every single week, just over and over and over, as someone who's played nearly all those games in that time? Yeah,
it's incredible. There's so many chances to miss with whatever it is, flu, stomach bug, COVID, suspension, whatever it is, there's always things. So it's unbelievable. It's credit to him that he's been able to look after his body, influence games, play well while he's doing it, and really look after himself. So, and I think it'll be a record that will be very, very hard to break in future with how tough the game is, how physical it is, and with so much, I suppose, every year work goes into it. It's a pretty big achievement for him.
It's been tougher to tackle, you feel, just with the Paul Curtis situation in mind? Or is that something you've just adjusted with over your time in the game?
I've probably adjusted to it a little bit. For that instance, I certainly don't hit players as powerful as that. I'm not that quick to get to them. But I'm probably more of for me personally, I try and tackle and just hold them standing up. If I grab an arm, it's not to dump, it's more to just grab up and stand and try and slap the ball away from their hands. So all players have different techniques, but the roles I'm playing at the moment, I suppose not as much around the ball. That's where all the big tackles, I suppose, come from through the midfield. But players need to just continue to figure out the technique that works for them best.
That's a common discussion with teammates about tackle technique and how the game's changed in that era.
Especially I suppose last year when all that the dumping and all those were really heavily in the media. We spoke about that. So for me personally, I've made the decision that if I don't need to take a play to ground and can just hold it in and we can have another stoppage, then I'll do that. If I feel like my momentum's taking him, then I'll try and land turning them maybe on top of them so it's not a push in the back, it's not a sling tackle. But, I mean, talk about Curtis, he's a power athlete, Danger's a power athlete, Jason Horton-Francis, these guys tackle and hit packs with unbelievable power and speed. It's sometimes hard to control for sure.
Yeah, Danger's, you can't tackle him sometimes. I think who it was on the weekend someone tried to tackle him and he just
Just ran straight.
Yeah, it was incredible to watch.
It was unbelievable. And then he gave it to Baz kicked the goal and I went to celebrate with Pat and he was so pumped up, looked in his eyes, he almost headbutted me. He was like he was just full of it. It was unbelievable. But sorry. Yeah.
No, that's great. Yeah. That's great insight. Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah.
Just quickly, you said you're loving your footy. I know we asked you a couple of weeks ago. You haven't made any more steps forward in terms of looking next year.
Not yet. No. I'm still really keen to play on, and I haven't even chatted to Mac and all that. But that'll happen sometime this year. We'll have a chat and get going. But no, nothing yet. Still early in the season.